Ageko mama ageko, 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 banana. Obadila na umalikuma, umakatale na waehamba. Ewa peta mafuta mate, waitubanga inkosi.
Corona.
We are currently having renovations which are being funded by ILO, and we have been called in other partners to help us achieve the renovations. We've got NASA in, we've got NASTI also participating, we've got quite a number of organizations that have been roped in to come and assist in the process of renovations by ILO.
Yes, and working with all these partners, how has it contributed to the SMEs sector here in Bulawayo?
Right, let me first of all look at NASA. Mm-hmm. NASA has come in on the issue of occupational health and safety. Initially, we had a problem as far as the sizes of our passages. They were very narrow, and then according to the set standards for those passages. In the process of evacuation, NASA had to put in the appropriate sizes that will have to be applied and the number of passages that we need to have. And then looking at NUST, National University of Science and Technology, they came in with the architectural expertise as to how the newly proposed structure should be tailor-made to suit the needs of the tenants. And then we have got the Blair City Council as the local authority. They were also there to sit with that the standards that are being achieved here is sort of really tally with what their expectations. Yes.
So, what are the challenges that is being faced by SMEs in Blair?
There are quite a number of challenges that the SMEs in Blair are facing. They were facing this issue of a work environment which was not conducive to working. That was the primary challenge which they had. And then, as of now, prior to renovations, they had challenges in the number of toilets that we had. We had more than 100 tenants here using 2 toilets. In so much a way that in certain occasions you find that productive time will be lost when the tenants are still queuing for using the few toilets that we had.
Okay, so, but I understand that the facilities is accommodating 58 or so. What about the others? There are also other SMEs who have not been accommodated. Do you also represent those?
Yes, we have got a very, very long waiting list, which is almost goes up to maybe 246 SMEs who are on the waiting list, who are just waiting to be accommodated should we get a space elsewhere.
Okay. And are you optimistic that they will get the space?
Very optimistic, because the very pilot project that we have now, there are indications that it is going to be replicated in other centers. The Old Mutual is saying once a replication of this, so many number of organizations are buying into this program. So I'm quite sure that they will get that space.
Mr. Spanda, in regards to the renovations here, how important do you think they'll go in terms of formalizing the formal sectors? Promoting the formalization of the formal sector?
These renovations, they go a long way in formalizing the informal sector, in the sense that prior to the renovations, we also taken on board a holiday in, it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken, where we had some seminars or workshops on formalization. So that one being the prime objective of those workshops, they will really ensure that at the end of the day, the tenants that we have, they are now grilled towards formalization. We have got tenants now registering in large numbers their companies, which was not the case prior to our involvement with the ILO.
In terms of numbers, since 2019 at that workshop, can you maybe just give us an overview of how many people so far have registered with NASA, with procurement, what?
Right, well, quite a number of companies have registered, and quite a number of them have registered with Zimbabwe, but only a few have gone as far as maybe achieving that registration with NASA and PRAS. Those are the areas where some number of our tenants are still lacking.
What has been, one last question. What have been the main challenges in terms of registration? We understand that some traders face challenges in terms of the registration process. What have been the main issues?
Should I say, one of the issues that I view as the challenges, the perception of the tenants themselves towards registration. As I earlier on said at our Victoria Falls seminar, that there was that issue of Zimraphobia, if I can put it that way. That when people register, they think maybe the taxman will come and do this and that, yet they did not know that it was an avenue for them now to be marketable and win those lucrative tenders.
So what are the requirements for one to get space in here?
The requirements for one to get space here, as long you are an SME, somebody operating within the confines of Bulawayo, we have got that access. Though we also put some certain requirements that one has to be a member of Bulawayo Chamber of SMEs.
Yeah.
All right. My name is John Kennedy. I work with Junior Achievement Zimbabwe here in Bulawayo. I'm coordinating Bulawayo, so I'm programs coordinator for Bulawayo. Here we're at the Bulawayo SME Center, where we are part of the partnership with ILO, International Labour Organization. As Junior Achievement Zimbabwe, we were taking part in the enterprise development or business development part of the program. We also, as an organization, had 2 of our staff trained in the Start and Improve Your Business training of trainers. So as an organization, we actually have 2 certified trainers in SIYB.
What is SIYB?
SIYB stands for Start and Improve Your Business. It's an ILO product that seeks to assist young people or assist business owners from business idea generation to starting their businesses and also improving their businesses.
So how has it been received by your members?
As Junior Achievement Zimbabwe, we work mostly with young people, and you'll find they've found relevance in the program, and they've also been able to gain even further skills on how to write up their business plans, how to polish them up, and how to present them, especially when presenting them to potential financiers. Okay, you find the partnership with ILO led to 15 trainers being certified, and as I mentioned earlier, we had 2 staff members from JA Zimbabwe being certified as well. We also had young people from a project, Safe and Inclusive Cities, that we were working on, that took part in the Start Your Business training. Some of the young people actually had business ideas, some had enterprises that were already running. And I'm glad to say a good number of these young people, 15 to be specific, were able to access business support through a project that was also running in Pumula and Hyde Park. So there was indeed some impact and benefits from the collaboration.
Mumwe vamwe vakatanga kushandira panapa iye zvinezvi parinovetwa mukatitaurira kuti pasati parinovetwa panga pakamira sei uye iye zvinezvi parinovetwa pamira sei zvakare?
Pasati ndimo wakatanga kushandira pano pasati parinovetwa panga paine tsaona kuti yekutanga yakanga iri hall yakanga yakangotwa petition nechoko kunyora pasi pachibva ipapo pachiitwa matemporal structures akakatwa nezingi chibata magetsi chirikaisa tambo dzemagetsi wainzwa moto wemagetsi uchifamba mukati macho kuti pane leakage iripo somewhere. Pakanga pasina utano hwakakwana pamusoro pemagetsi nokuti taitwa tambo dzaibva kumadziro dzichifamba long distance crossing on to mashops mamwe anokanga aripo like pane shop Nathan Drain was B03 just immediately after this passage yakaitwa iyo yakanga ine mazengi isina magetsi yaitwa magetsi kubva kumadziro oya papassage patakati pakazoro pasame shop next makhelwane wangu muvakidzani akazowana magetsi akaya nekuti magetsi akasakuta zvakanaka ndomutsako wokutanga. Chechipiri matoilets paanhu vanhu 35 makambani akanga apo takati matoilets maviri kuti 1 yana baba 1 yana mai. Saka toilet kwaita congestion manje. Ukuthi vana vada kuenda kuchimbuzi wosvika munhu ari muchimbuzi uya kuti kupinda muchimbuzi mwaita mudumbu wamaipedza kuti nditawiti panze drain because patoilet pakapasina mvura chaiyo yekumwa taenda kunotora mvura mutoilet matinomwira matinoenda kogara pasi nomataitora mvura so utano hwaka hwine ngozi.
Mune zvirongwa zvamakadzidziswa kuitira kuti basa renyu rifambire mberi imimi ma-SMEs zvinosanganisira kushanda neNASA. Ndezvipi zvirongwa izvozvo uye zviri kubatsira here mubasa renyu?
Atimbomira tasvika paNASA atimbotanga ne-ILO tine training yatakaita ne-ILO how to start a business.
Yes.
Although tatondetu business ini ndine zvandakadzidza andaisaita mabusiness rangu like tatana bookkeeping, transparency in your business, marketing strategies. Zvizvatakadzidza izvi kubva ku-ILO. That's why ndadzidza kuchidzidzo ichocho. That's why muchiti mukatarira pakona unoona paine mushina uyu uri kubudisa mapikicha. Mapikicha ari kubuda haazi kuti mungoona mapikicha. I'm just marketing it. Ndiri kutengesa maproduct izvi. Some maproducts andinoita panapa. Amuri kuona ari kubuda ipapapa.
Okay.
Koto kuto advertise ikoko. Same marketing strategy yakadziswa ne-ILO. Iyo. Also kukombiyuta imwomwo noma ndoitawo bookkeeping yangu ndangafedza basa rakati randibudisira mari yakati ndawana mari yakati kubva kuna nhingi ndinakredita ndingatora chinhu kwandine chikwereti ndivari well documented mokuti handitambudziki kuti ndikaite chii ndinenge ndinayo zvezvemunhu. In case that computer kanga yazoita breakdown yakrasha kuti tichikwanisa kuwana that information haizongofiri mucomputer inoita backup of this thing USB. Any information and then that computer is backed up in this thing. Nkanika ndinako ndomaitana and ndakadzidza kubva kwa-ILO business management.
Yakandisimudza kusvika ndanyatsoziva kuti chii chinonzi business handiti kuburikidza netraining dzataitwa ne-ILO. Takamboita training kuBulawayo club tikaita holiday inn nekutrade fair yaititisa kuburikidza naiyo ye-SMEs ne-ILO. Nekuholiday inn ndakaenda kuRainbow ndikanoitawo presentation yangu. Saka zvikari pachingokusimudza ndichiona kuti ungada kutokura ndatanga ndichigoshandira from garage kumba ndikazopinda mutown ndikanorenda karoga diki ndikazobvapo ndopandakanhongwa neve-women affairs nechamber yese vakauya vakandisimudza vakati bva pano padiki, why can't you go kuBulawayo center yema-SMEs kuOKMart? Ndikati iri kupi zvikanzi kuOKMart? Ndikati handizonorasiki macustomers since ndandiri muCBD. Zvikanzi no, munowana macustomers because hatiri kuita maseminars tiri kugona kudi kumarket right business renyu. Saka ndakaita saizvozvo ndikauyawo pano paOKMart business center yamuri kuonline. Saka tiri pano ndakaimba ndichingokura kusvika ndatova linked kune mamwezve ma-private sectors makuru nekune mamwe ma-companies makuru around ari outside Bulawayo. So far ndiri pano ndakasuplya inonzi Mangwe DRC RDC Rural District Council, ndikasuplya inonzi Hwange, ndakasuplya kuHwange, ndikasuplya kuSt Luke's. Saka zvakandikurudzira ndakanzwa ndafara nazvo.
Directly, especially for the Bulawayo SME Center, we have 78 direct entrepreneurs or SMEs who are based there. But those SMEs, they are actually employing more than 100 young people who are also directly benefiting from the intervention that we have done. But apart from them, from those who are at Bulawayo SME Center, we have also trained trainers from different institutions as part of institutional strengthening, like top of your own Bulawayo City Council, and we are looking at more than 50 members of different institutions that we have trained on business development services. Then we have also done a training called Start Your Business for more than 200 young people also here in Bulawayo. So I'm looking at over and above 1,000 young people
that have directly benefited from this program. What do you intend to achieve? Why are you doing it? What we want to do, especially in the informal economy, is to promote the formalization of the informal economy. When you talk about the formalization of the informal economy, it comes with different facets. Number one, there is improvement of workspaces. Like for example, this one you have just seen, Employer SME Center, where we want to address decent work deficits, which when you talk about decent work deficits, I think a number of partners have talked about issues of lack of abolition facilities. And so what we are trying to do is to put decency in the informal economy. We are trying to look at a picture where informal economy workers, they also have rights. When you talk about decent work, informal economy workers, we have to promote their livelihoods. So by and large, we are also looking at how best can we promote productivity. How can they have also profit that they can be able to sustain their families? So in a bigger picture, we are trying to promote decent work.
Is this only in Bulawayo or is it in other towns? If not, is it going to expand to other cities and towns?
For this specific project on promoting better workspace for informal economy workers, we have used this Bulawayo SME Center as a model or as an example, which that's why we're working with different partners like Bulawayo City Council, like Old Muchko. Our drive is for them to scale, and already they have started replicating this same model in different locations. Talk with Kulumani with Old Muchko, they want to replicate this model because they have huge spaces that informal economy workers, they cannot afford to pay rent house. So they also want to use this model. Bulawayo City Council already, there are plans to actually replicate this model to their food markets. So already we are talking of replication because with ILO only, we might not have enough resources to cater for all the city within the city and around other places in the country. So this is the model. So it's a model that we are planning. We visualize that they can replicate. But apart from this program that we are doing, remember we also have the Green Enterprise program in different spaces in the country, which also benefit a number of young people. We have also another program we call E4Way, employment for women and men in different spaces of the country, which is also benefiting a number of young people. So by and large, yes, there's a presence here, but around the country we have different programs that are running.
What we've done is to set a model, to set standards of an ideal working environment, with the aim that the project can be duplicated to other areas or even improved. For now, it's a starting point. But the reason why we embarked on it is because we are saying these SMEs, the informal sector, should work from decent spaces that comply with the city bylaws. The informal sector should be engaged and assisted to develop business-wise, marketing-wise, compliance-wise, and if possible, once they've been formalized, as a city, we should also be able to link them to markets. We are already doing that to a certain extent because we have sent some of the informal sector to, for instance, Durban Fair, those that are into clothing manufacturing, into artwork and so forth. So we have done a little bit, but we believe if we formalize the workspaces, then they can grow, and the link also to formal markets to improve
also the quality of their products, so that the products are competitive.